guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylin and let's get into this pregnancy stuff. Alright, so this is week 1 through 5. In the first week 1 through 5, you really don't feel too much. You pretty much feel like you're yourself. You do the same stuff. You just really don't feel anything. I didn't find out I was pregnant until I was 5 weeks. And that's because, like, I went in for my annual women's exam. So, if I would never went in for that, like, I still would never knew that I was pregnant. So, week 1 through 5, you really don't feel different. You don't feel nauseous. Well, for me, I didn't feel nauseous at all. All I noticed was that, only thing that happened to me was that I was sick. And I just had a cold. That's it. So my husband, he's bringing me like flu medicine, cough drops, ginger ale, Pepsi, all of that. That's about the only thing, but I don't think that had anything to do with me being pregnant. I think I just caught a cold. That's pretty much it. So just gonna skip. Well, I'm not really skipping, but moving on to week 6 through 10. Now that's when it gets crazy. Week 6 to 10, I had morning sickness. I felt terrible. The nausea was so crazy. I was hungry all the time. Like, literally, I was hungry all the time. And it was so hard for me to eat because the morning sickness was just, like, out the ass. Like, it was so crazy. I just remember... I went to the doctor and like I said, I found out I was 5 weeks. This was October 13th, 2018. I found out I was 5 weeks, I think, I was 5 weeks, but I think the date was either October 12th or the 13th. And I remember the doctor telling me, like, oh, you better hold tight, the morning sickness is gonna come. I'm like, well, I haven't felt it yet, so I really don't know. And then I'll say a week later from that, everything just came pouring down. It came like fast. Like that morning sickness, it definitely kicked in. It was terrible. I mean, the first time I threw up, I was kind of excited, like, oh my God, I'm throwing up because I have morning sickness. But the next few days after that, it was so terrible. And people told me, even the doctor told me before it even happened, he was like, oh, make sure you have crackers, make sure you have ginger ale, eat stuff with ginger in it, ginger tea, anything ginger like, because ginger is supposed to like settle your stomach and all that. Oh my God, I didn't listen. I mean, I drank ginger ales, but it still made me throw up. It still, I felt like nothing worked. Like, all I can do was lay in the bed, sometimes cry, because it's not like it hurt it, but it's just, it was so annoying. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even walk. I hated getting out of bed because I already knew, like, putting one toe on the ground, over with, like, just throwing up everywhere. Whether I ate or not. If I didn't eat, it was even worse. I'm like just trying to chuck up like stomach fluids, and it was terrible. Like, I literally hated it. Like, really hated it. I hated all of that. Crying, I felt just like shit. I felt totally dead. It was crazy. And for that whole time, from 6 to 10 weeks, the only thing I ate was cereal the whole day. Cereal, milk. Sometimes bread, sometimes crackers, but mostly I just drank water, drank pop, Sprite, and I just ate cereal. That's it. That's all I ate. That's all I can eat without feeling nauseous. That's all. And then, oh, don't let me forget about the smells. Like certain smells, you just anything perfumey, floral, or just any scent that wasn't plain. I could not take it. I hated this so much. It made me gag. It made me throw up. I just couldn't. I couldn't be around nothing. I couldn't even be around my husband. I'm like, please. He had to wash up at least 3 times a day. You know, take a bath. Not that he smelled. I'm pretty sure he didn't. He wasn't that dirty to where he smelled that bad. But it's like, I just when he come home from work, or it's like your sense of smell gets so strong. Like you can smell everything. Like even my own body scent. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't, like, I had to use like scent free soaps and scent free lotions. Well, I didn't even use lotion actually. I just used coconut oil, and I couldn't even like moisturize my hair. I couldn't stand the moisturizer. It was so crazy. And still, till now, I'm 30 weeks now, and certain smells I still like just don't like that. I mean, it's a lot better now, but just certain smells, no, I can't take. When I felt I was pregnant at 5 weeks, you know, they have the little wheel where they determine your due date and all of that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, but I have like irregular periods, so would it still be the same for me? And the doctor said he wasn't sure. No, not really. So they had to schedule me an ultrasound, and the ultrasound will basically prove if I was, you know, pregnant or not. So I got my ultrasound, and it was like, oh, it's definitely a baby. It's definitely a pregnancy, as she said. But she was like, we're not going to say it's a baby yet. And I think I got another ultrasound around like 11 or 12 weeks. And she, oh yeah, it's a baby. So I just thought that part was kind of weird. I'm like, you're testing my blood, so why wouldn't it be a baby? You know, if my hormone levels is like, you know. But yeah, that's just what she said. That kind of like tweaked me out a little bit, but yeah. And actually, for me, last thing on the list, I actually felt the flutters. I actually felt my baby moving at 10 weeks. I can feel like little squiggles. And I asked my doctor about that, and they basically was like, oh, most first time moms, they don't feel that. But I mean, I felt it. I was feeling something. So yeah. And just another thing, guys, like, it's gonna be, especially if you're a first time mother or first time being pregnant, whatever you want to call it, it's so exciting. I was so excited because I always, when I got pregnant, it was so weird because my husband always said he want to have like a spring, summer baby. So he was like, if we do have a baby, or when we do have a baby, I want you to get pregnant in September. And I literally got pregnant in September. And I'm literally due to have my baby June 15th. And it's so weird. I'm like, wow, it's like literally coming true. So that's pretty cool. But just the first trimester, really, it's like just, depending on what you're having, I mean, it's gonna be rough. You're gonna be like, oh, do I really want to be pregnant right now? Do I really want to have this baby right now? You know, because I had those thoughts. I'm like, I don't even know no more. Like, I don't know if I even want to, you know, go through with this. It was that bad for me. My baby is like kicking right now. It was that bad for me to where I couldn't do it. I felt like I couldn't do it. Like, I was like just weak from throwing up, weak from feeling sick. Like, it was so crazy. And everybody was like, oh, when you get to your second at what you call it, second trimester. It's gonna go away when you get 12 weeks. It's gonna go away. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna get your energy back. You're gonna feel like yourself and all of that. And around that time, I didn't believe it. I'm like, I don't know. This seems like it's gonna be this way for a long time. Because my sisters, they telling me, oh, I was sick my whole pregnancy. And, I felt like crap my whole pregnancy. I'm like, oh my God, I hope it don't happen to me. I don't want to feel this way, my whole pregnancy and all that. So, I'm just so grateful that second trimester came and it did go away. Woo! That's when I got my life back. But, literally, I'll say from, week 6 to 10, I'm just in the bed all day. All day. I mean, I had a job. Well, I don't think I started working till, like, it was kind of wearing off. But that's, like, another story. Like, it was just so crazy. And it's like, you gotta, if you're working, you gotta plan. You gotta eat, I'll say, like, probably, like, 3 hours. Well, for me, I had to eat 3 hours before I went to work because I had to just eat all that I could so I won't feel hungry at work. Because if I felt hungry, that makes me throw up. That makes me feel nauseous. And it was just, like, so weird for me. And my husband wants, like, a lot of kids. I don't even know if I want to do this pregnancy thing over again for the second time. Like, I don't know. I really don't want to. But it was crazy. That's it for weeks 1 through 10. If you guys want to know about the rest of the weeks, just stay tuned for part 2, or I don't know what I'm going to name it, but just stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in my next video.